What a beautiful day outside, guys. Shout out to that dude's front bumper that's just completely decimated. We got Jalen talking about some hop on Discord. We just got off of work. It's basically Friday. I don't have to come into the office on Fridays. So it's Friday for me. Neutral. Damn. This random dude is just zooming through my work parking lot, bro. What the heck? Who's that guy? He's having the fucking time of his life on that thing, man. Alright, my idles are down. Let's get going. Anyways, guys, top of the morning. It's Thursday. It feels like Friday. It's a nice fall day, you know, still technically summer, but like the leaves are turning red and orange on the trees. The weather isn't too hot. Bike sounds amazing, feels amazing. It's the best season, man. It's the best season. Fall. Alright, let's chill. I don't know, man. I think that fall weather is the best weather because there are like cool mornings. You get cool mornings, not too hot in the midday, and then it cools off again at night where it's like also not too cold. It's just a perfect blend of just like cool, warm, cool, not blazing hot, even more hot, like just freaking scalding and 98, 100 degree weather like we got this last summer for like 2 weeks straight. And then like more scalding hot at night, man. Summertime, I can't lie, is like low-key bottom tier season for me. Having the Cardo and the quad lock, as you guys can see, I have a quad lock now. I got it. I finally got the one that I needed for my bike. Having all this stuff installed and being able to hear stuff in my helmet, amazing. I don't know how to explain other than like, it was like so miserable to have like AirPods in your ear when you're trying to like fucking listen and to do stuff with it, because the AirPods would just fall out of your ear with every little bump in the road. And it would get to the point where it was just hanging around in your ear, but like not really in your ear. And that's like uncomfortable. I do not like that feeling at all, man. That shit's like distracting as hell. Oh, there's a little opening. Let me... But yeah, the AirPods, man, they just get stuck in your ears and shit, and then the audio wouldn't even be working because if AirPods come out of your ear, they detect that they fall out of your ear, they fucking like don't work. They stop putting any sound at all. So you're just sitting there with something uncomfortable in your ear, riding around. But that Cardo, man, that Cardo's doing work for me right now. It's doing a lot of work. Little JBL speakers in my helmet. Damn, Super Bowl 1 headlight, that's crazy. He's a fast boy. He thinks he wants to run it? Nah, this bike's slow as hell. I love the way this bike sounds when I go under like the overpasses. I've yet to go under like a real long tunnel. That's probably just gonna be like such a crazy eargasm. I just had something crazy hit my arm just now. I felt it and I have my jacket on, so. Imagine riding with no gear, man. Like, I can imagine riding on the highway with no gear, man. I'd be getting pelted with a whole bunch of random shit. That shit would hurt. Although I understand why people do ride with no gear. There's just like lots of debates online about whether or not you should ride with all the gear all the time or ride with no gear. Like riding with no gear to a lot of people online is just like a sin. Like you should be executed if you don't have your gear on, or you're doing something that's slightly out of like the realm of legality, like stunting or doing wheelies or speeding. I never really understood that. Like why people just aren't able to like do whatever they want on their bikes. Like a lot of people get like so wrapped up in what other people are doing on their bikes and stuff, and they like start making up these rules. And if you don't follow those rules, then you deserve what comes to you. You don't ride your bike like I learned to ride my bike, or you're gonna crash and die, and I hope you do. It's a weird behavior, man. I feel like a lot of times on the internet, and I guess just in life in general, like the idea of a nuanced opinion just is slowly starting to fade away. Like being able to understand that, hey, maybe riding without gear feels good, and maybe it's worth it for that person to take the risk of riding around with no gear. Is maybe they're like, it's worth it to that person who rides with no gear, and as long as they're not like actively hurting nobody else, which they most likely aren't. If you're riding with no gear and you hit somebody or like you hit a car or something, the person in the car is probably going to be all right. But you know, like, why do we care so much that this person rides with no gear at all? And then when you don't agree with someone that's like on the side of like wearing all the gear all the time, or the opposing side of like, oh yeah, maybe I can ride on the street and do my stunting and blah blah blah. Like if you don't fully agree with them, like no one's trying to hear that. Everyone's just like, fuck you. Like you are with us or them. You're with us or you're with them. And it's like, guys, we're literally just riding motorcycles. What the hell are you talking about? The year 2025, we're experiencing the death of the nuanced opinion. I don't know, man. Like riding with no gear right here would probably feel amazing. The weather outside is nice. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's like 80 degrees. The breeze on your skin would feel sensational. But if you go down, man, your skin's probably going to need a skin graft, or you're probably just going to die. And you know, that's like the risk that some people are willing to take. Me personally, you know what I'm saying, I'm not willing to do that. I don't really agree with it, but hey, I'm not going to be like, damn, bro, hope you die for that shit. Something's wrong with you. You need to get checked. I have no idea how to actually lean. I'll need to go to a track day to actually learn these skills. I feel like a track day would be so fun, but there are just no tracks in Maryland or like nearby. The nearest tracks are like 2 hours west, north or south. You gotta go to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or like Virginia. And also the track season's probably already over. It's like September. I don't imagine them having any more track days for motorcycles. Maybe next summer, maybe next season I'll bust out the track day. I've never even done a track day in my car, but that's because I didn't build my car for the track. It was just more so like a showy car. Like I was just building my Need for Speed dream. Yeah, I go back and I look at some of my videos and I'm like, man, that car that I have, man, it really came a long way. And granted, I wasn't really good at filming videos. I was filming videos in the wrong POV, in the wrong perspective or resolution and shit. It's still fun to go back and look at and see like all the stuff that I did on that car from like start to where it's at now. Like I had a journey with that car, man. It's fun. And I can look at like my younger self and see that I was actually doing stuff. Like I wasn't afraid to try. And I think that's cool to watch, especially as you get older and you stop having time. Little Miata. Damn, I'm kind of zooming. And that dude behind me is also zooming. I'm driving 94 miles per hour and this dude's creeping up on me. I'm telling you, man, these drivers, man, they're kind of ridiculous with it. They're nuts with it. Someone will be tailgating you driving 30 miles per hour over the speed limit in Maryland, man. It's ridiculous. 1.5 miles, that's up the street. I'm trying to think, where does this run take me? I don't know. I should probably be downshifting right now. Wow. Man, I will say, man, riding this bike with this heavy ass backpack, 2 laptop shoes, chargers and shit, not comfortable. Not on this bike at least. I was worried about like skateboarding and shit back in the day. I wasn't even into cars like that for real. I mean, I had like a baseline interest in cars because I used to play games like Need for Speed or like Forza, but motorcycles is like a fairly like recent like development. Maybe like the last 2 years, I was like, oh, motorcycles seem pretty cool. And then like last year, I pulled the trigger and got my first bike. And then this year, I pulled the trigger and got my second bike. And who knows, next year I might pull the trigger and get my third bike. I'm probably not gonna do that because this bike is pretty sick, but who knows? Who knows what's in store for next year? Brother, they don't even know. They don't even know that my back hurts. That's funny as hell. This is what I was talking about in my last video, man. Like, people think that riding motorcycles is just straight up like fun. Like, you're just gonna be riding around, ripping through the streets, tearing up the roads, swerving through traffic, but like, this is it. This is motorcycle riding right here, man. It's just a more fun way to commute, in my opinion. That's it. I'd rather be doing this than be sitting in a car. There's your speed limit camera. Time to exaggerate my lean. Leg off, hitch my left leg into the tank. I'll put that right leg off, bend my elbows. Yeah, I'm not doing it. That's so funny. Like, I see people trying to exaggerate leans all the time. I don't know how to do that shit, man. I need to go to a track day. Before I have more people tell me that I'm a beginner and I don't know how to ride my bike. I need to get this bike tuned. This bike needs to be tuned. Maybe that's what I'll do during the summertime or during the wintertime. During the wintertime, I will tune this bike. Okay. Get this thing ready for next season. See if I can schedule a track day like a year in advance. Anyways, I don't know what my destination is. I need to find out where that is and then park this bike and then figure out what's going on next. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I yapped a lot today. I think that's what I've been wanting to do, but I'll catch you on the flip.